It's better now. I was saying, I now know what it sounds like when OBS crashes. It's so fucking weird. The VOD should still be okay because I save it as MKV. So I'll just have to upload both parts. It was some Windows sound. I don't know. It was just. I heard it. I heard it, and I asked you guys. Did you guys hear that? What was that? And then you you said rip streamer only me. Yeah, fuck rip. I don't know what caused the crash. It was weird. Let me. Okay, give me a sec. I want to check if the bot is okay. This is the reason why we save it as an MKV. Just in case. The stream might get a little bit laggy. Don't be loud. Don't play with sound. Don't play with sound. No, it can't play it while I'm recording. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Well, the good thing is the VOD should be fine. I just have to upload the VOD in 2 parts, which is... It is what it is. What's 128 gonna be too large? Actually, that should be pretty good. And then we'll do 2 text bits, padding bottom 10, and this is mainly just going to represent. No, let's put the padding on the text. Okay. Felt like taking a vacation yet, apparently. It's annoying. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Maybe... Why did that happen? Why? What would have made it crash? I didn't run out of space in the drive or anything. Cosmic ray, maybe. It's not overheating or anything. Oh, that's pretty cool. A little dusty, but on the top. I don't know. Windows is a super stable platform. The thing is, it's never crashed before on that computer. Because that's the only thing I use this computer for. It just has like voice meter, my Stream Deck software, and OBS running on it. I don't know. And I disable all of the bullshit running in the background. They just otherwise that would waste CPU. It did say it had an error log actually. Maybe I can find that. Yeah, it just crashed. And, you know, MKV, so it is what it is. I'm gonna find this error log, though. In here? No. It's kind of dumb, I didn't see where it actually saved crash logs. Maybe in my app data? crashes. Okay. Let's see. Let me transfer the file. Transfer. Oh, that's gonna be something I don't necessarily want up. Oopsies. Don't look there. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, I put that in. Send to desktop. Okay, perfect. What was that? Crash it again. No, I got it. It should be on my desktop now. Wow, this just absolutely helps so much. Advanced scene switcher. Oh no, this is just. This is the one that crashed. I don't know what this means. It just crashed in the base DLL. I don't know what to do with that information. I think I'll just stuff it deep down inside and drink to forget. I think that's what you do with any information, right? Okay, we're gonna put a horizontal box. Then the widget, another widget. That widget's a list, and it has a list. Fuck, you can't do that to me. Oh my god. Oh my god, fuck. That's only 100 bits? Holy shit, guys. You can't, oh my god. Wait, what is my heart rate at? Bit. There's no way it's at 75. Fuck you, there's no way. Oh my god, dude, that scared the fuck out of me. Why is that only 100 bits? Who made that 100 bits? Oh my god. There better be like an hour-long cooldown on that. Oh wait, it's 100 bits. Okay. Well, thank you for the bits. I thought it was 100 channel. Nobody's ever paid any bits here. So I thought it was channel points. I was like, it better not be 100 channel points. Good morning. Thank you for the audio coffee. Hey Turbo, were you here for the shotgun sound? 'Cause, oh my god, that was intense. Oh. It was anybody lurking that got scared by that too? Yeah, it was great. It doesn't show either, so when you guys play sound alerts normally with like channel points, it shows, but it doesn't show that. You're all welcome. Oh my god. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Well, I can't even claim you're gonna give me a heart attack because apparently my watch says that I'm at resting heart rate after blasted with a shotgun. Jesus Christ. Thank you for the bits though. Oh my god, that was intense. Okay, this looks good. Is there an Enderman? Is he behind me? I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Chat, tell me, is he behind me? You there? You are the Enderman. I could be an Enderman. I'm not tall enough to be an Enderman. I'm just a short boy. I'm just a broke boy. Can't afford $27 cookies from Pokimane, and I'm short. Like 5. Anything below 6 is too short to date, so you know how it be. They make another widget, and this time this will be the dialogue options list. PvP dialogue options. You mean you can't afford the gamer bathwater? I do wonder if I still saw it. Whatever happened to what was her name? What was her name that sold the gamer bathwater? Like, she used to just tease, Belle Delphine, she used to just tease, and then she just started making straight up porn. Oh, she left the internet? Okay, probably. Makes sense. Okay, this is going to be a list. Not a list view, it's going to be a scrollable box. Scrollable panel, scroll box. I mean, people were interested while she was just teasing and being mysterious, but then she cashed out the clout and that's it, yeah. I think that's kind of the thing with making OnlyFans content, where, watched a several hour long video on the subject. You mean several hour long video of hers? I think people appreciate the teasing, and then once they get it, it's over. It's like, you're done at that point. You can tease as much as you want, and you can milk it, but then once you just start making straight up porn, people are like, okay, thank you, I got it, I'm done. An analysis video of her character. You're bit leader. You are a bit leader because you're the only person that spent bits. Been drinking too much water. How do we want these to look? These dialogue options.
Lazy_fangs just gifted 1 subs.
Oh wait, our gift sub worked this time. Our gift sub alert worked this time. Thank you for giving us sub to Turbo. Now I'm first in everything. Don't spend it in one place. Thank you for the gift sub, man. Don't spend it in one place. What am I gonna spend it all on? I know, I'm gonna buy the kawaii animations that we saw yesterday. You're back, got a meeting now. No worries, man. Thank you. Turbo, I love the micro love as your first emote. Or I'm sorry, micro R3 love, because apparently they don't want affiliates to have any control over their emote names. Does anyone else find that stupid? That I can't just properly name my emotes? What do I want this to be? I want to anchor it. Probably like this. Size desired on screen. Which it's gonna be like really small because there isn't actually anything in there. We need to make a separate widget. WBP dialog option. Hold on, guys. You know, give me a sec. I'm gonna go hit up the bathroom, super quick, just down the hall. I will leave you guys with a. I'm gonna leave you guys with some nice visuals. Let's do this. Let's set the day length to. Is 10 gonna be too short or too fast? That's way too short. Still pretty short. Okay, perfect. And do you guys want a... Do you want rain? Do you want the clear skies ambience, rain ambience, or snow? What would you guys like? And if it's rain, then I can turn off my own rain sounds. Get rid of that message. Some nice soothing gunshots. Oh my god. I'll leave you guys with clear skies. Maybe, I think the weather can automatically change too, but we'll see. I'll put you up here. Better yet, I'm gonna have the NPC spawn. You guys can track him while I'm in the bathroom. I'll put him back here and he'll walk automatically for you. What are you doing up there? Okay, he might be walking when it's nighttime out, but we'll see. I'll play in a new editor window. It'll look cooler that way. Alright, let me head up there. I will put on immersion mode. And then I'll leave you guys to enjoy a little bit of nice music. And some nice visuals while I quickly hit the bathroom. I don't see him. Well, you guys can look for him. Tell me if you see him walking down or not, or if it's too far away. Alright, be right back. I'm back. They were cleaning the bathrooms on my floor, so I had to go to a different floor. Did we see our NPC move? Might be too far away. I don't know if it loads him out at some distance. But if not, then he should be waiting over here. There he is. Did we give him a name? When you run into him, he jumps. There you go. Walk back. Now! He listens. Good listener. Okay, dialogue option should be pretty simple. The desired on screen. And we'll just put like 1. This is a test dialogue option. Size to content. And I think we will have it auto wrap the text. Let me do 2 separate parts. Let me do the T option text. And then a separate piece of text. So I'm going to make it wrap it with a horizontal box. For another text block, and we'll do T option number. We can make this our variable. This a variable too. There. Gonna look a little weird in here at the moment, but that's fine. Now if we throw some dialogue options in here, then in the dialogue widget, we can add in the dialogue options list. Get fill. Let's give this some padding. Let's say 10. We'll do 10 on this as well. It should auto wrap, but not at that. Hold on, that's kind of weird. Let me add this widget to game start. We can just see what it looks like. Great widget. Dialogue widget. Add to viewport. Yeah, it is. It's wrapping that there. Not a fan of that. Why would you? Could be this. Could be this horizontal box. Or that these are set to auto and not fill. It could be that these are set to auto and not fill. I do fill left, fill. Something here is causing it. Fuck you. I mean, it could be this. It's still doing that. Okay, there we go. And then the horizontal box will have padding on the bottom. I'd like to give it padding on the bottom. Can I not give it padding? If I wrap it in something, if I just wrap it in like a, but I should be able to give this padding. I don't know why I can't. Here. I don't think a wrap box would do it for me. Let me see what a wrap box. Not that. I could probably just put it in another canvas panel. No, it's specifically that being a slot of a canvas panel does not give it padding. No, I could just put padding on the bottom of this text then. Or I'll do the number. I'll do the number to be safe. I'll just put like 5 here. That way there's some space between the dialogue options. Doesn't look terrible, doesn't look great. Not a button. I want a border. We will set the color of this to be bit darker. Let me set this text to be black. A little... Not terrible. It's not terrible. But the scroll box needs some internal padding, maybe 8. More padding to the left of this, maybe 20. It's on all sides. Sneezed into my hoodie like you're supposed to, and then I got cat hair in my mouth. What a day. What a day. Yeah, I'll do 20 padding on the left. Let me see how that looks. Acceptable. I think it's relatively acceptable. I think we can make it a bit smaller. Like bring it in just a bit, so I'll do like 150 on each side. And a little bit shorter, so maybe let's do 300. Doesn't leave much room for like NPC details, does it? Granted, that's probably because the image is a bit big. It's also not a square. There's no way that's a square. There is no way. It's not a square. Oh, there we go. We had it on auto. On affiliate, sorry. Better. Let's set the height of this back to, let's do 335. We could also wrap this in a size box. We could give it a designated size. Maybe that would look nice. $225. Let's take the text and center justify it. It's a bit better. A bit better. Yeah, a bit better. Hold on, I think there's some bots in our chat. Yes, there are. We have to ban some of these people. They always come back too. They always come back. I don't know why they do it. Ban. This is a bot ban. Bot. Bot. Don't worry, I won't accidentally hit one of you guys. One of you real people. Okay. You're a real person? That's good to know. We don't want to ban stream elements. That is a necessary bot. That is a good bot to have. Ooh, that's a bot. I don't know where they all come from. I really don't know. Who makes them? Why? Christ, the man we were trying to fire is a menace. Tickets from November last year out of SLA for months. What the hell? Kind of want to commit a war crime. I have a script that auto bans bots. They don't count towards viewer counts anyway. Yeah, I could utilize that. Yeah, I don't like them being there. I don't like them being there. I don't know why they're there. I don't know what they're doing, what kind of data they're scraping, if they're just there to... I don't know. It's really weird. And I've had to ban a lot now. I don't know where I can see bans. I did see it though, it's like... hundreds. It's not 100, okay, it's probably not even 100, but it's a lot. You know, this is kind of one of the things that I really enjoy about the US with regards to like business rights. If you want to fire somebody, you just do it. That right then and there. Like if they're being a menace, just nope, you're gone. You're gone. And it's like if it ain't in your contract to get severance, then you don't owe them a thing. They can leave. Yeah. Bye-bye. Okay, we actually need dialogue options to be wrapped in a button. We need to wrap this with a button. Yeah, but then they can just fire you because you looked at someone funny with no severance package. Yeah, but that doesn't really happen. It doesn't really happen. Employee would prefer to be hard to fire rather than be uncertain if tomorrow my access card will be valid. I mean, I can understand that. The dialogue option. But I think businesses should have a right to do certain things like fire people. Especially, it's like if you can just take a 3-month sick leave bullshit. I mean, that's 3 months of payment that the company loses and doesn't get any work for. Like, there's no way that that's right in any possible case. Dialogue. The button will be invisible. No padding. And then the horizontal box will be like this. I wouldn't. Well, we can always do something on when the button is hovered. We can. Yeah, I can do that actually. That's really easy to do. Graph, B dialog option, unhovered, on unhovered, option text, set color, opacity. I mean, with like some of the stories I've heard here in Poland, with how easy it is to manipulate and abuse a lot of like the workers' rights stuff, I would hate to be a business owner here in Poland. I would hate to have like a legal business in Poland. Like if I'm paying somebody, I want work. And it's like, yeah, you have paid vacation that you can take a year. And if there are extenuating circumstances, we can talk about that. But you can't just go to a doctor, ask for 3 months leave for stress, and then just be able to get paid for all that. But you can do some of it in Poland, right? There's some things you can do with that. But Danish? Denmark, man. I'm not gonna act like an expert, but I know that there's some ways you can manipulate the sick leave stuff in Poland. A lot more honesty. I'll tell you a funny story. You know, this was a bit of a cultural difference. So I moved here from Poland, right? And I got sick. Like I had a really, really bad sinus infection. And you can't really do anything with a sinus infection. You just kind of have to like wait it out in some sense. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna call in sick to work. I'll tell them I'm sick and I'll just sleep it off. They wanted like a doctor's note, which to me is like, what the fuck? I'm not in school. I don't need to give you a doctor's note. And then they refused to like allow me to take the sick leave unless I had a doctor's note. I'm like, I don't feel good. I want to sleep. I'm not going to go to a doctor only for them to tell me you need to go home and sleep. I mean, they were a bunch of dicks anyway, but it's like, no, I think I'm just gonna stay home and sleep. And it's like, okay, and do you want to know what it looked like? This is what it looked like on the streets. Okay, there was, if I can remember correctly, it was a Main Street was here. So there's a street here. Street here, here. I lived here. Company was here. And this is about a 45-second walk. I told them if they want to confirm that I'm sick or not, just walk here. Just walk here. I will show you my garbage can full of bloody tissues because of my sinus infection. I don't know. Power trippy, yeah, they were really fucked up. So I was kind of homesick, and it was just really difficult to move across an ocean to try and make a new life. And my bank account was about that. Like, I had, you would know because you know Zloty, I had about like 20 Zloty in my bank account. It was just really difficult, and they seemed to just make it worse. They didn't seem to understand any of that, which I guess they don't really need to. But they were like really abusive. They loved to gang up on you. They would never call you in with other people. It was always if they wanted to talk to you, and there were 2 people that would talk to you, they would call you in alone. Same manager I ranted about yesterday, ignore my doctor's note when I was coughing up blood. You're being less productive than your coworkers. It's because you're working from home, she said. While working from home, yeah. It's always, they always are working from home too. Although I'll tell you this, and I've been pretty outspoken about not being a big fan of remote work or working from home specifically. I think that going into an office where you don't have a manager or a boss, it's kind of disappointing in a way. Like, yeah, maybe you can get away with some stuff, but it also just feels like there's nobody there to be a leader, if you know what I mean. Like, you're just kind of going into this place working, and then there's nobody there to keep things tied together, is how it feels. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it makes sense, maybe not. Okay. Nice. Fucking Christ. You can't with this. It was right as I clicked on a fucking dialogue option too. I was like, oh my god, did I do that? Serenity. Calm. We must equalize our brain. I got tons of stories of bad Polish bosses. Thank you. The worst part is it plays before I see the message in chat. Jesus Christ. Good. God damn it. God damn it. You'll never know when the next one is. The next one strikes. I see. At this first place that I worked in Poland, though, I don't think they were very happy with me because they didn't pay me on time, and I got really upset with that. But again, this was when I had like 20 zloty in my bank account. Like, I literally could not afford the weekend with food. I'm not gonna be bullshit about not being paid on time. Especially because I had been told before that other people in the company had gone like 3 months without being paid before. And they then put my job description up on Skillshot. It's like a Polish game dev site. They put exactly my job up there, and I asked them about it. They're like, oh, well, maybe we're just gonna be hiring another junior designer. It doesn't mean that you're gonna be replaced. Yeah, really? You can't afford to pay me more, but you can afford to hire somebody else. Especially because I was completing all my tasks on time, and I actually didn't have any new tasks to be given. So I was like, well, what do you want me to do? I don't have any tasks. Either way, they did that, and then it's a long story. I don't want to get into it. It's kind of, honestly, it's a little bit traumatic, but the CEO tried to drag me physically from my desk. And then they pulled me aside, they gaslit me. They locked the doors so I couldn't leave when I tried to leave the company. When I was like, I quit, I'm fucking out of here. They locked the doors and said they called the police on me. They didn't. Although I was hoping that they would, because then the police would just let me out, because it was basically kidnapping. It was really fun. And then they had a meeting with everybody afterwards to talk about what happened. And they said that I was on drugs. And that's why they locked the doors, because they were afraid of something bad happening. Yeah, it's something. It's something. And at least if they had said alcohol, I'd be like, okay. Yeah, I drink sometimes. But I've never used any drugs. Yeah, all the Polish bosses I had told me I'll never be a manager because I'm not educated. Classic. Change of management, boom, project manager, fuck you. I think someone else is on drugs. Dude, it was fucked up. And I hate being gaslit. I just hate being told that, like, what I say, like, either something else happened that didn't. This was 10 minutes ago. They said, you know, it was some talk about me getting my tasks done, of which my manager could have attested that I was getting my tasks done ahead of time, but they wouldn't allow him in on that meeting because they wanted to basically bullshit me. And this whole, like, them trying to physically remove me from my desk happened in front of the entire company. It was kind of embarrassing, but I don't know, it was fucked up. One guy, so when they locked the doors, I was just standing at the door waiting for the police to arrive, I thought, so that I could just go home. I didn't see it or hear it, but apparently one of the guys that I really respected there and worked with, he told them to let me out or he was going to sue them. What a Giga Chad. And apparently that's when they then came down, didn't say anything, unlocked the doors, and I left. Yeah, what an experience. What a great first experience of working in Poland. Alright, our dialogue options are working. They don't do anything right now, but that's because we have to hook them up to data. Yeah, it's an experience. I didn't, you know, and then the second place I worked at was pretty nice for a while. Well, it was kind of nice, but there was some guy in charge of the project who, I'll describe him like this. He referred to everybody working with him or working for him as minions, as his minions. So if you can kind of get what kind of power structure he had in his mind and the way that he looked at people on the team, that would be it. Was it endearing? No. He was not very good at what he did, and then he was like, he didn't document anything because he wasn't very good at it, so he just didn't make any game design documentation. He was usually high at work. He protected his friend, who he claimed was the best game designer in the world. And I'll show you what a game design document this supposed best game designer made. There. Okay, Joey, here's the design document. Now, can you make this into, can you put this in the game? Wait, so you can't go back to school, man? Yeah, apparently I need to. No, he was a bullshitter extraordinaire, a very charismatic bullshitter. And unfortunately, people who are charismatic and good at bullshitting are great at they're great at tricking people who don't know any better, right? Docs like that need 500 level education. That reminds me, what do you think about mind map graph design documents? Very useful, very useful. I think that every situation can call for different types of documents or different sections. And sometimes you won't need to write too much design. More experienced teams and more smaller teams are much better at this, where you may not have to write too much design. You can write some bullet points of your goals, and then you have a discussion with the team and you say, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Here are my goals with this this system. What are our capabilities? How much time do we have, Mr. Producer or Mrs. Producer? How much time do we have for the programming team? But this only works, like I said, if you have a really experienced team where people can throw out lingo and terms and everybody knows what they're talking about, and teams that are comfortable with consistent communication. This feel suits the way I work better. If it does, that's great. I will say this, if you're trying to go into game design specifically, you'll have to adapt your communication abilities to the rest of the team. So some team members can maybe be a bit, I'll put it this way, programmers generally like to work in some specific ways, and then you might have programmers who are a bit, potentially a bit autistic, and they don't want to read massive design documents. They may just prefer a flow chart, or sometimes even just, can you call me and explain it to me better? It all depends. You have to adapt, and you have to be able to say, okay, this way doesn't work. Let me try this way. Let me try to explain it this way or this way. Yeah, that's pretty helpful. I think that's helpful. BioShock. I love that game. And BioShock 1 is such a good game. They're probably in my top 10 games of all time. It's really hard for me to have a top 10 games of all time, but BioShock 1, it's there. I think it's there. Okay, what are we doing? I can make this open and close when you talk to the NPC. That's at least a good first step. BP interact, create widget. Or we could also do a get all widgets of class. I think other games too would be like Portal 2. The thing is, it's really hard because I could put greatest modern games of all time. But there are so many classic arcade games that are just so good, so good. They will always remain good, right? Like Sonic or something. But if it was more like modern games, I would say like Portal 2, The Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption 2. Mass Effect 2. Newest God of War. Those are definite ones, I think. Those are definite ones. The reason I was thinking of like Skyrim, but vanilla Skyrim is just not that great. Or I don't think it's willing to be top 10. You know, all the other games I listed, those are games that are out of the box exceptional. Skyrim is an exceptional game, but for almost like a different reason. I put Minecraft in top 10 as well. I mean, you have to, right? It's like... It's Minecraft. Serum lives on the shoulders of modders, yeah. It really is. I think it's one of the best games ever made with mods. Dialogue widget. Add to viewport. Get player controller. Show mouse cursor. My number one is Undertale, not even close with anything else. It is a good game. Another game today has made me feel the way that made me feel. Still have my original save in my Google Drive, forever happy. That's awesome. Set input mode UI only. Do I need to put a widget to focus in there? I don't think I do. I think remove from parent removes the widget, right? Let me get the NPC over here. You know, for me, I think it's easier for me to confidently talk about the best games in a genre. It's just there are so many games that I play, and there are so many games that are out. It's really hard to compare something like Minecraft to Red Dead Redemption 2, right? They're two totally different types of games. Yeah, it won't allow me to press E because our input mode is not game anymore. So we would have to have a little X button or something, or close. Granted, we could also do it with player input mappings. Like we would remove IMC core. I think that's the better option to do it that way, actually. Input mappings, core, escape. But our movement is based off of that too. I need to disable movement. Someone said recently something that stuck. Game Awards should no longer be via genre, but via more human experience. Best game that made you feel, best game that made you excited, best game that surprised you. I would be interested in seeing how that works. Like I'd have to see it in action, because it sounds like it could work. It sounds like maybe not. I don't know. Nowadays, so many genres go into a melting pot. It's hard to put everything into clear buckets. That is true. I'll look at my short circuit system working. Nice. Hey guys, we have our NPC in the game. I want to make him a mini game like the BioShock 1 hacking mini game. Nobody's ever done that, so I'm just gonna see how it works. I won't fuck you over like that. Do it. I mean, it sounds like a fun challenge. It would be pretty fun to make. I'll go proto level. But doesn't the player controller still use the old input? Or does it use the new input? Oh no, it does use the new input. Interact. Oh, we put interact on this one. Okay then, I'll do it the other way then. We need an overlay. I could put negative padding on the left. Can I not? It is a challenge. My caveats make it slightly more challenging. The grid has to have changeable proportions up to 3 lines. Lines cannot cross. Sections must be able to be taken out, swapped, or put into other grids, up to 20 in total, ranging from 4x4 to 10x10. I always wish that I had the ability to see some of that code. Oh, there we go. Some of like the original code in some of those mini games they use. I'm curious. Probably be a mess. Could be. Yeah, I mean it's also an Unreal game, so it might be able to be decompiled. That's very possible. It worked out with modding Cobalt Core. Devs made code specifically to be easily readable and moddable, which I really appreciate. Yeah, that is really nice. Darkest Dungeon, when I worked on it, didn't have much modding support for officials, so there were a lot of hard-coded things. So people would ask like, oh, it would be cool if you could add this. And most of the time it was, I wish I could add it too, I've already thought about it. But I can't because it, you know, the lines of code I would have to change are hard-coded. Hard coding is something I really don't like for that particular reason. The code rather mutates than refactors. As a designer, I kind of naturally just expose as many things as possible to myself. I never tried myself, but I remember reading something about hard-coded Darkest Dungeon where you couldn't make an occultist heal that replaced bleed with blight or something super simple like that. There were simple things like that. Like, for instance, I was working on an update for Pitch Black Dungeon, my overhaul mod, that would have you collecting ingots from bosses, and you would use those, they were considered heirlooms, and you would use those ingots to upgrade your weapons, like at the blacksmith. Weapons and armor. The problem is that the game had a hard-coded set of lines that checked the 4 heirlooms that already existed when you left a dungeon. And if there were additional heirlooms on that you added yourself in the data, the game would just crash. So I had every single thing working, except that the game was hard-coded to only check for those 4 heirlooms and nothing else. Programming is chaotic managed. There are no rules. You ask a game dev, can the player summon a giant demon that bursts from the ground in an explosion of lava? They'll say, sure, that's easy. And then you'll ask, can the player wear a scarf? And they'll go, oof. This is true. This is true. Oops. Okay, I gotta fix that. What else was there crazy in Darkest Dungeon that was hard-coded? Oh, there was a random crash that happened in Pitch Black Dungeon. I had no way to debug it. I had no way to know. I would remove things that I thought were causing it. They would fix it. And then it would happen again. And it turned out that the game only allowed a certain number of files to be loaded at once. And any more that were loaded than that would crash the game. So there was no way that I could fix it except basically removing things from the game, and it didn't matter which things I removed as long as a certain number were removed. Thankfully, I was able to contact the lead programmer, and he was able to track down what was causing it. And he not only exposed that number to modders, but he increased it to double what it was by default. Reminds me of the Fallout thing where they needed a moving tram and had to make a tram hat for an NPC. Yep. Game I modded the most was Warcraft 3. I was making my own MOBA back in the days of Dota 1. Remember one simple hero I tried using the Abomination Stitch's Pudge model. I wanted him to have a theme of eating and upchucking. Passive lifesteal worked fine. Eat friendly minion for health. Hard-coded to only work on undead friendly minions. Eat friendly minion for mana. Hard-coded to work on only undead player-owned minions. Crazy shit. Eat enemy minion breaks the UI. Sounds about right. Unreleased. I'm pretty sure remove from parent is what we want. Remove from parent. Okay, first off, we need to get player controller. Set show mouse cursor false. Input mode game only. We love coding. Yeah, it works. Not the way that I would want to do it, but for a prototype, it works.
It's just a prototype.
That's true. And in this case, making it properly would take too much time as opposed to just mocking it up. And we're gonna take the same kind of, you know, thought process into how we actually make the dialogue system work. Took his blue arrow away, or it's cold. It only shows up if you are in editor mode. Game also really did not like giving a hero the artillery attack type. Overlapped spells icon and cause the hero to ignore what can I actually attack settings. Use the Schwartz. What a movie. Suck, suck, suck. Man, Mel Brooks is an absolute legend. Okay, I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna move my post-processing up here. I don't know if there's too much else that I could get into. I really want to start thinking of how we it's too late to start thinking about how we actually program this, how we create our dialogue system. Let me think here, because tomorrow we have Kickstarter reviews. So if you don't know, we're going to be going through Kickstarter games and just reviewing how they look, talking about, you know, like, it's a bit of edutainment. I think I told you guys before. So we're just going to kind of make fun of things that look bad. We're going to be really excited by things that look good. Talking about why they may succeed or may not succeed. And just having fun, We're going to get through as many as possible. I think there are too many to get through in one day. I don't know how many there are right now. We want only ones that are live. 128, we're probably gonna get through like 50. Did you kickstart your game? We have not gone to Kickstarter yet. If we do Kickstarter, and I'm not sure if we will, I'm only gonna go there with a vertical slice. I want a playable demo, I want a Steam page, you know, I want it all done properly. Magic Cauldron Dungeons! Stealing my idea! No, but yeah. We'll go through it and we'll see what looks good. There's apparently some new RTS. Stormgate. I feel like I've heard of that before. 2 million funded. Jesus Christ. Cozy farming game. Tales of Seikyu. No, we'll look at it tomorrow. Hopefully there's no porn games, because sometimes there are porn games on here, and you gotta be a little careful. Picture a blend of mystical ninja and a new Vietnam War. Guys, this is Vietnam 2 Electric Boogaloo. Now with waifus. You thought the Vietnam War was cool last time. Wait until you see Booba. Raining Tomatoes, realistic tomato and map asset update. Raining Tomatoes is an infinite game where you launch tomatoes at passing cars from rooftops. Rescue Pal's World. Oh no, dude, tomorrow's gonna be so fucking great. Oh my god, okay, I can't wait to click on some of these. I cannot wait. I almost want to do it now, but we can't. We need to save it for tomorrow. And I think I need to buy some alcohol if we're gonna do this, because there's no way that I can do Rescue Pal's World, Raining Tomatoes, and then Nam War 2 in a row without drinking. Speaking of massively disappointed by Subverse, it was supposed to be a mature RPG with actual interesting story. Ended up not so great so far, lots of immature sex jokes and janky cheap animations. Gameplay too simplistic for asking price, rip. I bet I can't drink at work and do shots with you, dude. You would need to do shots because some of these games are gonna be... There's no way that this is not a AI art. There's no way that it's not AI art. There's gonna be a lot of AI art. Just a warning. But hey, last time we found some good games. I mean, maybe I can find the ones that we saw last time and see how they did. Let me see. Stormgate is stolen art, really? I was fucking drunk as shit at the end of this stream. Echoes of the Plum Grove. Yeah, this looked good. Echoes of the Plum Grove. That was one. Really interesting. Oh, I was showing my bottle that I almost finished. Star Racer. Maybe they're still here. Echoes of the Plum Grove. That made 29,000. Really nice. I know that didn't because someone else used a very similar model. This is what I mean. I think just... I really am tired of the lack of honesty sometimes in game dev. 28,000 on this one. There was some really big one that looked like a Metroidvania, I believe it was. Oh no, Never Dark. I know I talked about Never Dark. I can't find the other one. I don't remember the name of it. We saw it really early on. It was like one of the first ones we looked at. A really awesome Metroidvania. That was a fun stream, and we're gonna be doing it again tomorrow. So if you want to catch up with that, you can. And we're gonna do that every end of the month. And then Friday we're doing Deep Rock Galactic with viewers. So if you don't own Deep Rock Galactic and you want to play with me, definitely give that a download. One of the best co-op games you can buy. And we can play. I think there was one bug I wanted to fix with my strings. But in order to do that... Hold on, I can do that. I think. But I might have to push all my changes to plastic, and I don't think I can afford that right now. I don't know what they're gonna charge me if I do it. Christ. NPC text. We need all the textures, unfortunately. Or at least a good portion of them. We could probably delete the... twin assets. The mannequin. Like the female ones, because we don't have a female in the game, so... Which we're probably gonna get canceled for. Guess I had to pay for the females, but the male was free. I don't know what that sounds so bad out of yeah, it does sound bad out of context. Which would make for a perfect clip. I think those are the funniest clips. I don't mind it being taken out of context if it makes me funny, or if it is funny to do so. I don't like being taken out of context when I'm trying to be serious. Tomorrow on GameSpot, CEO of indie company speaks out against feminism and gender equality. I can talk about feminism. I'm not a big fan of modern feminism. I don't think that it's beneficial for men or women. And I think it's been hijacked by men to manipulate women. Hold on a sec. Oh, it's in demo characters. Meals for nothing, chicks ain't free. I don't think I need any of this. Well... Oh no, I don't know. CR mannequin procedural. Oh, control rig. I just I just wanna delete some bullshit that I don't need. But it all spirals out of control. There's no way that I could delete all of this. Right? There's no way. No way. Hold on. Trust in the Messiah. I do not trust in it. I don't trust myself with deleting these assets. In the litanies of Ark and praise the motive force. The only person I sing praise to is Papież. Papież i Bóg. Ojczyzna. Co to ojczyzna? See, we can speak in Polish and nobody knows. Ah, fatherland. Okay, yeah, tuck. I grzaniec. Wino grzaniec. The king of all drinks. Mulled wine. I should bring some of that tomorrow, but I would drink way too quickly. I would get drunk way too fast on mulled wine. It would not be good. Not big on alcohol, hate the taste, although cider is good. Cider's a pretty taste. The only things I really don't like the taste of too much are sake. Liquors are nice. Some liquors are nice. Some liquors are pretty ass. Whiskey's great. Love me some good whiskey. But it has to be decent whiskey. You can't just give me like a bottle of Jack. Ain't gonna work. And there's some really shitty blended whiskeys too. So, you know, the cheap shit's not really good. Come on. Like, I'll do this, I'll delete it, see if it breaks anything, and if not, then we should be okay. I never drank up until I was like 30 to 33. I don't remember when I started. And one stream I got so shit-faced, it was the first time I was puking and decided never again with the hangover. Good content, though. I didn't start drinking until I was, until I came to Poland. Which is about 5 years ago. I never had alcohol before Poland. Didn't have a need for it. And then, you know, you get to the border of Poland, they're like, no, we can't let you in. You need to drink some żebrówka. And, yeah. I mean, I think clear vodka being my first introduction to alcohol is not. I don't really look back on that and with fond memories. I think that was kind of mean. To be honest, I really think that was mean of the people who did that to me. Like, oh, have some of this great ethanol mixed with water. Wow. So amazing. Yummy. 40% ethanol, 60% water. Wow. What was I missing this whole time? They could have at least like given me a cocktail or something, or, you know, like some nice beer. Never had vodka. Flavor of vodka is pretty nice. Or like shots or to like mix. Clear vodka is just, it's just ethanol. It's just spiritus. Trial by fire. I didn't even get that drunk. It just, you know, because it was the only thing I had tasted until then, I just didn't know. But now that I've tasted so much more, there's no reason you should drink clear vodka. Unless you are homeless. Or in college. And therefore stupid. I'm sorry, I'm going off right now. I'm absolutely popping off. Okay, delete these. Get out of here. I don't know why you're flashing, but get out of here. I'm literally going to delete all of this. And if it breaks something, so be it. I will restore my content. Hopefully it clears up some space though. That's the hope. Okay, well he's still looking. Very is he leaning forward? Why does he do that? It's so weird. Are you okay? I made a really good drink the other day. I made my own cocktail. Sometimes I like to experiment. I can show you guys what it looks like. Where is it? Here you are. So I made this the other day. I think, what did I call it? Violet Haze. Thanos. Okay, Thanos might be better. Yeah, it was really tasty. It was made with gin, blue curacao, grenadine, cranberry juice, and an egg white. That's how I did it. 50 milliliters gin, 40 milliliters blue curacao, 20 milliliters grenadine, 50 milliliters cranberry juice, a lime wedge, and an egg white. Yeah, egg white is actually the secret. When you make it in a shaker, it makes it like a lot more smooth tasting, and then it creates this really nice foam. Healthy dose of salmonella. Now with the alcohol that's in there. Well, the salmonella is not in the egg; it's actually on the outside of the egg. Yeah, dry shake the egg white, gin, curacao, and grenadine. Then add the cranberry juice and a few ice cubes, shake to chill, and then pour. Nice and easy. kind of similar to the way that you make a whiskey sour, which is also made with the egg white, and you get that foam at the top. Or it should be made with the egg white for the foam. But I think an old-fashioned is my favorite cocktail of all time. A nice good old-fashioned. Nice and simple drink. Well, it didn't seem to break anything, so I guess we're okay. We're not going to add content.rar. I'm going to move this to my desktop for the moment. Okay. Anything else here? Developers. AI, NPC stuff, dialogue stuff. Yeah, we need that. Mannequin, UE4. I don't think we need any of the UE4 stuff. I really don't think we need any of that. Content, characters, mannequin, UE4. Delete. Do we need any of this stuff either? We'll see. Did you watch Frieren? Yeah, I'm fully up to date on Frieren. Top tier show. Is it still top on MAL? The show is so fucking good. There's no, I can't say anything bad about the show. It is amazing. Kind of deserved. Never saw such a take before. Pulse may have. Like you didn't see the concept of freerun being done before. I had never seen something like that done either, and it just hits. It hits right. It's so well done, and they are masters of show don't tell. Every single time I hear the little montage song come on, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, here we go. The next 20 seconds are about to be perfect. Yeah, it's such an interesting idea, and it's done in the best way that it can be. Okay, so we can't delete this one. We need this one. Help page. Probably delete this. Delete that. Delete maps. This is like his body. Yeah, more people should watch Rerun. It is one of the best anime I've ever seen. The characters are great. You know, it's unfortunately you don't see too many anime where they handle female characters that well. Naruto. And so it's really refreshing to actually have a series that just knows how to write good characters, know when to not add any dialogue, and tell one of the most beautiful and emotional stories I've ever heard. And it's still going. I think it takes either a certain mood or predisposition. Not everyone will enjoy such a slow pace with just a focus on characters. Yeah, you're right. It isn't for everybody. Although the purple-haired bitch really annoys me. You don't like Fern? She's pretty funny though. She treats my boy so bad. she's a little bit too she's a little bit too rough with Stark. I think it comes from the way that she was. I think part of it comes from the way she was raised, and she would always look out for Hyter. And probably just having to look after Freeren and be like a mother to her. And gets mad over anything. Yeah, but that sounds like me. I'm pretty easy to piss off. If you know my pressure points, you can get me pretty riled up. Okay, this is pretty good. We've cleared some assets. Anakin's texture. The things I don't need the textures for Manny. Anakin's texture. Characters, mannequins, texture. Manny. Actually, I don't need any of these, I don't think. Oh no. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Really? Just this shared logo? It kinda makes sense just to make me like her anymore. The Raptors aren't micro, they're actually huge macro. See? I'm thinking of adding like a little Microraptor into all of our games that we make. I really... Yeah, but how are these referenced by the first person character? Don't you think that... Okay, I'll delete Quinn's. You don't need hers. Still funny. Still funny. Almost 30 years old, still funny. Almost timed. Fuck this game. Fuck you. Yeah, I want to get the one with reverb. Like the really loud one with reverb. I need that one. We both know which one we're talking about. That's the one we need. There's only one, you're right. This is 130 megabytes. I'd like to delete this. Really? What is this? What am I gonna click if I see this? She's getting better though. She's getting better. She's young. She's a teen. She's in love, and she doesn't know how to process that. She doesn't know how to be in love. I think she does it, you know, like the way that guys will like tease girls or get physical with girls that they like because they don't know how to they don't know how to interact with women whenever, like, regarding their budding sexual interests. I think that's like, this is her doing this with Stark. Or I just want to delete these bullshit textures. Why do I have to? Why? I think it's these two. I think these two are causing the problem. Like something with these mannequins. Is there TF2 coconut? Is there something with TF2 coconut that was causing this? Yeah, like the first person and MVP. It's with those arms. I feel like I've heard of this story, but I just don't know the details. Uh-oh. What have I got myself into? Unreal, can we not? Can we not? Yeah, we have duplicates. We have duplicate Manny textures. I should be able to delete everything. This is so annoying. There's a highly detailed coconut JPEG in the game files. Removing it will cause the game to not start. No one knows why. No, there's gotta be, somebody's gotta know why. There's no way that the code base is that bad that they can't debug that. There's no way. I don't get it. The arms aren't referencing this. The first person arms aren't referencing these. These are from the third person asset pack. Oh, so not. I don't want to risk it, but I don't think I can like push these changes because this is too much data. Fuck, that's annoying. It's like I have Manny textures in like 3 different places. And it's telling me I can't remove any of them. Probably someone knows, but it's great. It's just it is a great legend. Congrats on crossing 100 followers. Thank you. Yeah, this is a really cool, really good milestone. I didn't think people would be this interested in watching a prototype being made, but if we can get funded this year, we're gonna start working on our vertical slice, and it's gonna be a lot more interesting because that will actually be our own assets. It will be our own game at that point, rather than just just assets that I don't own. It's all you. You're really nice to talk to. Thank you. You can say that to my ex-employers who thought that I wasn't very diplomatic. God voice too. Good. No, I'm gonna pretend that you said God voice. It'll make me feel better. Yeah, fuck it. I wish it told me what the size estimation of this would be. Oh boy, Damn Darkest Dungeon and Forever Skies. What would you recommend to getting to start in game design so people to follow on YouTube maybe? First off, welcome, and I'm glad that you know about Darkest Dungeon and Forever Skies. I only did a little bit of work on Forever Skies. Like, it was very, very small. So, but Darkest Dungeon I did do a bit more on. What would I recommend to getting started in game design? Where are you in like your career and education? Maybe I'll start with that. Damn it. Corporate diplomacy doesn't have to coincide with entertainment. Yeah, I'm not very diplomatic. Whoever's guys fucked me over, I'm angry on them. Whoever was responsible for the Lurkit campaigns messed up my score. Oh shit. I was thinking of using Lurkit for, you know, at some point too. You're a VFX student, second year of 3D. So you're in college? Don't use Lurkit, use Keymailer. Really? Get direct connect with creators. Okay, I do prefer that. Kind of, yeah. Are you doing like night classes or something? Do I want to push this? Do I want to push this? I don't know what happens if I go over my 5 GB limit. I can't push it. I don't want to push it yet. In France, in a private school? Okay. Getting into game design. Do you know if there's anything specific in game design you want to do? If there's like systems design, narrative design? If you don't know yet, that's okay. I'm just curious because that could kind of change some of the things I might recommend. Cleaner has better customer support. Lurkit has literally one person doing their support. Really shit. Took a vacation at the end of the year and I couldn't get my tickets resolved in time. Shit. That's not good. Emailer. Oh yeah, emailer. I wonder if there'll be a Gamescom this year. I was thinking of going. Could talk to them. Oh, actually, they did House Builder. I know somebody who worked on House Builder. I could ask them. Here I'm looking for building a coherent and attractive level just to travel across. So, I'm not going to say that this is coherent and attractive, but, you know, like building like a level, like this with lots of cool stuff and just kind of looks nice and you can do shit like that. You figure out what kind of game, what kind of thing you want to do for games by trying out various roles. I know what I want to do. I do VFX on Unreal. That's my thing. Dude, you should you should connect up with me, because I'll tell you what, we're gonna need some VFX at some point for Cauldron Chronicles, and I don't know anybody that does VFX. Game jams could be really nice. Game jams could be nice just to dip your toes into some other aspects of game dev or game design. And you can kind of see if something really feels interesting, or if you're wanting to make a coherent level, honestly, you can kind of just jump into Unreal with making a new level. Like, I'll show you something. I'm currently working for two big projects. Holy shit. Like with Unreal, you can just kind of start making a landscape and just fucking around with it. Like here, we'll create a new landscape. It's added, and then you can just start to, start to sculpt it. Kind of hard to see because it doesn't have any textures on it, but maybe we can add some textures. Oh, whoops, I put the wrong material. Oopsies. Where's the demo? Yeah, something like that. You can just kind of sculpt it as you go. Download a couple asset packs and you can just start building out. Really looking for my block out. Not sure I'll use landscape this soon. Oh, okay. It is really easy to use though. And place like foliage and stuff. If you get a couple good asset packs, you can utilize what they have in them. Already part of two teams, just pull up their designs and study those. Ask questions to coworkers. Make sure whatever you do doesn't violate contracts. Yeah, non-competitiveness can be kind of annoying. Just for note, Cauldron Chronicles will not have any non-compete. Or a Microraptor won't have any non-compete. Totally fine, totally different games, and both know about the other one. That's good. I worked at some places with some pretty bullshit NDAs. NDAs are pretty fucking stupid sometimes. Protecting like business info, that's fine. Protecting, private information of employees, that's cool too. Not revealing secrets about the game, like if there's spoilers, that's cool. But I think not being able to share what you're working on or just be able to talk about it is kind of stupid. Non-compete, sign me up. Yeah, sign me up. I don't want to compete with you. We can delete this. I'll move this stuff later. I won't go any further. You guys want to do one game of something before I have to leave, because I'm not going to get any deeper into the dialogue system today. And I don't feel comfortable uploading this. I need to look at Plastic SCM's pricing and see how much I would have to pay for 5 gigabytes more of storage. So maybe we can do something small. And play the coin game. Or some DRG or something, I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, NDAs are really fucking dumb. It's just, it feels so stupid to tell somebody, okay, you're gonna be making this really cool thing, and you can't share it or be excited about it. Do you use references to build your block out? I do not. I do know a level designer though, who might be better. If you're looking to make a level, specifically make a level, he would be a really great person to ask. What quick games are you into? I've been into Suik when I have a few minutes free. I haven't heard about that one. A blockout is like a really, I can probably find an example. Level blockout. Be easier to show than to, blockout. Very just quick. No bullshit, no textures, just quick, what is this level going to look like? What is it going to feel like? This is a good example too, actually. This is a really good example. That's really fucking big. Often good for like determining a feeling for scale.
It's just a prototype.
That's true. Hydrate. I actually don't have anything to hydrate with. I'm completely out. I am as dry as a nun on her deathbed. What about a banana for scale? Yeah, that's good. Bananas are good for scale. If there's one thing that I use to scale my games, it is a banana. Blackout starter pack. Pretty nice. You often hear it called white boxing as well. This is a little bit more advanced, but it does the same thing. Stretch. You paid for stretch, let me stretch. Shape. Yeah. But I don't really block out, and this is not saying that you shouldn't. This is just me not being very good with blocking out. I specialize more in like systems and technical design. So I'm learning a lot on Cauldron Chronicles here about how to make levels and do landscaping and foliage. And I haven't really worked much with Niagara or whatever the old system was. So I don't know VFX either. Yeah, let me end the recording there actually.